I'm so tired of hearing the girls talking about decenter men, decenter men. If all of the girlies decenter men, then who are we gonna I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to cuss within the first 10 seconds. If we're all supposed to decenter men, not saying that, I don't really know what that means, because it's only in the American culture that women don't understand competition amongst men. It's only in the American culture. I literally just sat, here I am saying literally again. I just sat and listened to this man tell me about how, and here in Miami, Florida, it's a large Spanish population. So you get a lot of women that's Venezuelan, Colombian, Cuban, foreign women. So they understand that the competition here is very fierce. They're not out here pushing this narrative to decenter men. In fact, they are making sure they are the center of attention for the man that they seek. That's why y'all be seeing these passport bros. That's because these women be prioritizing their looks. Looks matter. We all know that looks matter. We all know that looks are a thing. I get so tired of women getting on the internet talking, especially on these TikTok trends of saying decenter men. No, bitch. That's how you get your man taken. Because he's not looking at you or paying attention to you. Now he's looking at this Venezuelan, this Cuban, this Hispanic girl. Even if y'all are those, even if you're not here in Miami and you're in other parts of the United States, they're the Venezuelan, all those people who are coming across the border, they're coming. What do you think those women are going? What do you think those women are? What do you think they're gonna do? Coming to a home near you. You better be careful. I just am sitting here thinking, like, I'm not one of those girls who are like decenter men, because the competition is fierce for a high, I'm not even gonna say that term, for a man of substance. The competition is fierce for a man, and you can't say, oh, we can't think about men, because bitch, who are you fucking? I'm not finna fuck no girl with no. I don't try to let a bitch fuck me with a strap on. That shit is not pleasurable because it's not natural. Like, no. And then if you're gonna, this is just me in my house having a conversation with myself in my living room, and I'm recording it on camera and y'all are watching it. Because I'm just sitting here thinking, like, everybody's talking about decentering men. Well, if everybody decenters a man, then who the fuck is gonna have the men? The bitches that be looking good on the internet. There are so many. I follow a couple of Venezuelans on the internet on Instagram, and them bitches are bad. Okay, you could be like, oh, my man ain't going nowhere, my man ain't doing this. These girls look good. Okay, I'm talking about good. No BBL. They just look good because they prioritize. Yeah, got me going to get my jewelry to be on camera. It's like when I got on the internet and cussed that girl out and I was on camera, I didn't care how I looked. But when I step out in Miami, when I step out my house in Miami, baby, I be looking the fuck good. And my bald head makes me stand out even more. I don't know what narrative you're following nowadays, but I'm not decentering men. I'm going to look appealing and good for the man. So while y'all keep decentering men, I'm going to take your man because you want to decenter men. No. I have a life outside of men and I love my life. But what I'm telling you is, besides your friends, besides hanging out with your friends, besides going on trips, besides hanging out with your family, what else are you doing? Being around a man. Besides hanging out with yourself, being around a man. And if you don't have pleasant encounters with men, or you aren't one that is having great experiences with men, don't project that shit onto me. I'm having great experiences with different types of dudes. Granted, last week I just was in my motherfucking feelings because I got caught up on one zick. But this week I'm in a different mood. Like, I'm in a whole different mood. The point of this video is the competition is so fierce amongst the Hispanic and the Spanish culture down here in Miami that if you are not competing for your man will have a wandering eye, and they will take your motherfucking man. They will. If you don't do what you're supposed to do to keep your man, somebody's gonna get him. Okay? So if you got a man at home, there are men who are secure in their position and they're not gonna cheat on their woman, because the only way to keep a man is if he wants to be kept. Okay? However, you can't be a dummy and think that he's not going to look, because there are a lot of beautiful women out here in this world. There are so many beautiful women out here in this world. I would not trust my man if he was living down here in Miami by himself at all. Hell no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Because there are so many beautiful women down here. And this all stemmed from a conversation of black women be settling for, including myself. We be thinking we winning. Even the girls. I be listening to sugar baby experiences with black girls, but then I be hearing the sugar baby experiences with the Venezuelans and the Colombians and the Cubans. This dude just told me this girl met a guy here, right? She met a guy, and she met him on SA. Like I told y'all, that shit be working. She met him on SA. She's Colombian, and she lives with her mom, her grandmother, and she has a child. She with the SD, right? And the SD is taking her on trips, taking her, like, I swear, this man listed over, this is his friend that he was telling me about. This man listed over 10 countries that his friend has taken the sugar baby to. Basically, the dude that y'all seen in the last video that got me the bike, he got a friend, and his friend got a Colombian sugar babe. And the Colombian sugar babe, she lives with her mom, she lives with her grandmother, and she has a son. And her grandmother and her mother are watching her kid while she goes, freak off. So as she's going to freak off or whatever, he's giving her money, but not enough he's giving her enough money to sustain her and perhaps her kid, but not enough to sustain her mother and her grandmother. So now she's getting frustrated with the sugar daddy. Because she wants more money. She probably want to move in with him, but in less than a year, he has taken her to over 10 countries. I had to sit and reflect on, like, damn, bitch, you've been really settling. You really got caught up in your feelings, because this Colombian girl has been dating her sugar daddy just as long as you've been dating your sugar daddy. And what have you gotten out of your sugar daddy besides some fucking dick, all your bills paid, and you went on a little trip, you got a little Louis Vuitton bag or whatever. But, like, what else did you do? Like, what else has he taken? Like, what the fuck else? That's me talking to myself, right? And as I'm sitting there talking to myself, and I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, this motherfucker, she's taking this motherfucker to the cleaners, but she's really not taking him to the cleaners because he's worth like $85 million. She doesn't know that, but this man is worth like $85 million fucking dollars, and he took her to Vegas. This is an example. He took her to Vegas one weekend, and it cost him to go to a wedding or whatever. It cost them $13,000 for the weekend. These Colombian girls and these Venezuelan girls are getting what the fuck they want. I'm listening to this man because I'm like, I'm taking notes. Because I want to know what the fuck they're doing. Besides throwing a Hispanic hissy. That's a sign. Besides throwing a Hispanic hissy fits, I'm about to figure out what the fuck they're doing. because these bitches are getting a lot for nothing. And I feel like I be doing the most, for real. So this is a little girl talk, little real deal talk about we going on down here in Miami. The dude that I'm fucking with, he used to be fucking with this girl who's from this Venezuelan. Them Venezuelans bad. He used to be fucking with this Venezuelan girl, and she ain't got no ambition. That's how I beat her. She ain't got no ambition. Let me tell you something. When you are fucking, I can't decenter men because I keep finding out the niche on how to fucking ring them. So I don't decenter men. In fact, I see how I can cater to them even fucking more. I see, and when they get around me, it becomes addictive. I have this addictive energy that I need to monetize. So yeah, these Venezuelan girls are getting Cubans in his they're getting fucking trips around the world. They're getting a little bit for nothing. They're getting a lot for a little of nothing. So I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all right quick, because I was just saying my mind. Like, I'm not even gonna pre-post this on my Instagram to show people that I posted on Instagram at another time. But what I'm telling y'all black girls is learn another language. If you smart enough to get in, you went to school and you got your degree, girl, learn a fucking another language and move to the tropics, move to a tropical area, because the men, this is why I chose Miami. I chose Miami because of the weather. I wanted to be close to the beach. That's true. But another reason is because I wanted to be with the rich niggas, not black rich niggas. Like, there are black rich men down here, but I wanted to be around wealthy individuals. Like, Florida has the highest concentration of billionaires besides New York City and California. So, and I think it's like Wyoming or Iowa or some other state that's like in the Midwest, that's like over there, that's up there. I looked, because I'm being very particular about what I want in my life, my next relationship, where I want to be, what I want to have, like what I want it to look like. This Instagram aesthetic shit, these girls that be on Instagram showing y'all these bags and shit, no bitch, I'm trying to have it for the long term. So I'm learning the ropes. And sometimes, like I said before, you can learn a lot from other women. You can learn a lot from other girls. You don't have to be like, y'all probably learn some shit from me on my YouTube channel. Like, okay, she did it like this, so I'm gonna do it like this, since okay, Akiela said do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take some notes. I'm gonna do it like this. That's how I learn from other girls, bad bitches that I see. I learned that from other bad bitches. I be like, oh shit, that bitch bad, I like how she did this. Like, for example, I like how I love how the Colombian girl could get him to fly her all across the world, but the bitch ain't got no ambition. So it's like, okay, Akiela, well, you want to make sure you go to school, you want to make sure you make sure you stay in your career, you make sure you continue to work, you make sure you do this, you make sure you do that, because this bitch, she look good, but she ain't got no brains. Okay, that's me talking to myself, learning, taking notes from other women, which is y'all probably learn from me. Like, okay, Akiela doing this, Akiela doing that, but Akiela can't do this, or Akiela can't do that. I can do this, so let me take notes from Akiela and do this. Now I know what I know, and I know what Akiela know. Line, boom, boom, bam. You see where I'm going with this? So like the new little shorty, he ain't no shorty, he tall as fuck, but the new little shorty I'm fucking with, he got a business, he got some shit popping, he into industrial real estate, and I'm like, okay, so I don't necessarily want to go if he paid for me to go get my motherfucking real estate license, he like, hey, you can go get your real estate license and I'm gonna put you on like this, then I'll go do it. But I already got other plans to go do something else. So, but the point that I'm making is, I took, when I first met him, I'm talking to him, get to know him, this is take notes, bitch. I'm talking to him, I'm like, okay, what happened to your last little shorty? Like, what happened to you and shorty? He's like, you know, she's a beautiful woman. She got really big titties. You know, she got long hair. She's this, she's that. He's giving me all her best attributes. And I'm like, okay. So what's the caveat? Like, where's she fucking up at, basically? Where's she fucked up at? This is where she fucked up at. It's aesthetics. I got the aesthetics down pat. I got big titties, small waist. I ain't worried about that. Good pussy, I ain't worried about that. This is what I'm concerned about. What is keeping the man here? So he says, she knows a lot of people. She has a large social network, but again, she has no ambition. She don't want to. I told her to go get her real estate license. She didn't want to go get her real estate license. I told her I could put her on to, like I do. I'm into industrial real estate. I could put her on, like if she could bring me some connections and I could do this for her. If we could work, like basically him and her, they could lift each other up, but this bitch just want to get fucked. So I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to my goal. I'm getting closer. Like I'm hearing stories. Okay, if it can happen for you, it can happen for me. That's something that you'll learn in direct marketing. And direct marketing, when you go out on the streets to pitch to people, like I've worked in direct marketing, I've been rejected. I've been on the streets of New York City pitching to people about a nonprofit, getting them to donate money to me, something that they'll never even fucking put their hands on. So I'm pitching, I'm listening to the pitch, and I'm just like, okay, this is how this works. I'm listening, and as I'm going on, and I'm listening to him and her and their relationship, their dynamic, I'm like, okay, so what's tea? What's really tea? He's like, this bitch ain't got no ambition. She don't want to do anything. She just thinks this because she has big titties and she knows a lot of people, that's gonna help her, you know, move along in life. And y'all, here's the catch. She's fucking 42 years old. Listen here, young lady. If you are under 30 years old, please make sure that you motherfucking have something going on with yourself. A degree. If you ain't going back to school to pursue, do something. Very much so, do something. Get your real estate license. Get a certificate. Get an accountant. Do something. Do something with yourself, and always have something going on for yourself, because these is hard out here for a pimp when they're trying to get the money for the rent. And your sugar daddy can drop you at any given fucking time, like he did her. Because he came over here the other day, and I was like, okay, what's up with you and Shorty? Because he got me, another woman. So I'm like, what's up with you and Shorty? He's like, oh, I ain't fucking with her no more. I think that's over with. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm the new babe. But he's like, even when we finish looking at shit, he be like, okay, so what are you doing for the rest of the day? You know, do you have any plans? You know, what's your, you know, what are you gonna do with your time? Same as what I was doing at the CEO. The only thing about it is, I'm so glad that this dude, he leaves my house, because when I'm at the CEO's house, I be at his house for like days, and he actually gets to observe me and be around me and see what I'm actually fucking doing. He can't see what I'm doing on my computer. Like he doesn't understand, because he's 67. He doesn't understand YouTube and social media and things of that nature, like what I'm doing behind the scenes. He just sees that I'm creating content, and he doesn't understand what it's doing on social media. However, he still is always asking, like, okay, so what are you gonna do? Do you have any plans for the day? Blah blah blah. With this guy, he actually comes and leaves my house, so I'm not really in his space, he's in mine. So I just continue doing what I'm doing in my own space. But the point that I'm making is, always have something going on with yourself. I don't care how much you watch me on YouTube. I don't care how much you like me. I don't care how much you aspire to have this lifestyle. Continue to have what you have going on in your own life. Continue to go after your own ambitions. Because I have another friend who, she probably watching this video now. Her motherfucking sugar daddy done gave her 4 titles to motherfucking. He done gave her the deeds, bitch. 4 titles. I know a bitch in Atlanta. Her name, I don't forget her real name, but I'm gonna call her Big Booty Judy because that's what the fuck she had, a big ass butt. Her nigga put her in a mansion. Gave her the title and everything, said it's yours. I said if it works for you, it can work for me. That's the point I was making. In direct marketing, once you're finished pitching on the streets, once you're finished, you go back to the office and they're like, okay, so if you close the deal, they're like, okay, so what worked for you, Sarah? What worked for you, Keith? What worked for you, Ken? What worked for you, Akiela? We all share our ideas on what helped us close the deal that day, and then they'll be like, okay, well, if it worked for you, it'll work for me. Or that's what I would say at the end of me pitching to them. Like, okay, so this is what I did to snag a sugar daddy today. This is how it went. This is how the date went. This is what I said to him. This is what I wore. This is that. If it works for me, it can work for you. Basically, that's what it is. Like, if it works for me, it can work for you. So if it works for the Venezuelans and the Colombians and the Cubans and the other women from like Nicaragua and like, but those are the top 3 type of women that's down here in Miami: Venezuelans, Cubans, and Colombians. And they are bad, and they work out, and they look good, and they take care of themselves, and they know that they are competing amongst one another. They're not out here with this decenter men rhetoric. They're taking your fucking man, bitch. That's what they're doing. They're making mixed babies with these black men. And I know that a lot of women are like, oh, well, they're just gonna get the black baby daddy problems. Like, no, bitch, I'm not seeing only black men. I actually, the only black man I'm seeing is the CEO, and he can't even have kids. So there's a whole nother tax bracket of men that when you look good all the time, you feel good about yourself, you authentically yourself, that you will have access to. You can't be insecure and expect to have access to these type of men. You can't be insecure and expect to be attracting these type of men. You can't be out of shape, not taking care of yourself, and expect to attract these type of men. So the only people I really hear decentering men, not to say all of them, are a lot of women who are unattractive and aren't able to attract the type of man that they truly desire. That's why they want to decenter men, because the man that they want don't want them. But I'm out here choosing, bitch. I'm choosing. Do I want you? Do I want you? I don't know who I want today. I honestly don't know. I don't know if I want to deal with the Jewish or the American black guy, or the Canadian guy, or the fucking Nigerian, or the Venezuelan guy, or the Italian guy, or the Peruvian guy. I don't know who I want to choose. Because I look good, I take care of myself, and I am unapologetically myself, and I don't give 2 fucks if these men fuck with me or not, bitch. This is my roof, and I'm gonna be okay whether they come in or go out. So yeah, decenter me, bitch. I want all the men. Send them over here. I got a bill for them. I got something for them to invest in. Me. One can get a leg, one can get the other leg, one can get the abdomen, one can get this leg, insure them all, bitch, $1 million. What are you talking about? Fucking decentering men. These Venezuelan, Colombians, and Cuban women ain't decentering these men. As a matter of fact, they motherfucking put in thirst traps on Instagram, and that's why your man is double tapping on their pictures, and you mad. You better get the fuck to looking good. You better get out here and put in that work. Shit. I'm glad I moved to Miami, because Miami is fierce. The competition is fierce. I'm a baddie. Like, I'm a baddie. I'm a universal baddie. I'm not just a baddie in my hometown. I'm not just a baddie in Atlanta. I'm not just a baddie in fucking the Midwest. No, I'm a baddie in New York. I'm a baddie in Miami. I'm a baddie in California. I'm a baddie in Texas. I'm a baddie overseas. I'm a baddie everywhere I go. I'm just a baddie, a real true life baddie who takes care of herself. And I don't give a damn what y'all say. These men be looking. Hair or no hair, bitch. I think you think because I ain't got no hair, as a matter of fact, they be like, oh, I love your bald head. I love your bald head. It makes you so unique. Okay. You can talk shit about me all you want. That's why that girl still talking about me on the internet, because she know her man. She knows her man was choosing. I always got a bitch on the internet mad at me about her man looking at me. The same way y'all be getting mad at these Venezuelans, Colombians, Cubans. Bitch, I'm Haitian. Haitian American. Haitian Americano. Haitian Americana. Soy de Elenta. Haitian Americana. Me llamo Akiela. Mucho gusto. When they see me trying to speak Spanish, you know what? They think that shit is sexy. They don't be like, oh, look at her fucking up on her words. Look at her stumbling on words. Look at her stuttering. They don't be saying that shit. Like, you be pointing out your own insecurities to people that people don't even be paying attention to your insecurities and flaws. They be you pointing them out about yourself because of the inner dialogue that you have about yourself, and because you don't think highly of yourself. That shit comes out of you, seeping through your pores. Bitch, get your fucking inner dialogue up about how you feel about yourself. And watch how your world transform. I refuse to go back to my hometown because I'm gonna work my ass off and figure it out. I'm tenacious like that. I don't give up. I go after what I want. I always will go after what I want. I don't care what it looks like to anybody else. This is my race at my own pace, and I'm taking my time, baby. I'm taking my time. I'm gonna get to where I'm going. I have a vision, and I'm gonna get to where I'm going. I moved to a whole new state, embraced a whole new culture, not knowing nobody, and started meeting new people, and have been thriving ever since. Shit, I don't give a damn if I start with a bike. I crawled before I walked, and then I got up and started walking. Then I started running. Now I got a bike, bitch. I'm gonna get a scooter, and then I'll get my dream car. It'll come in due time. But I'm not rushing to give an aesthetic to people when I know what shit is really like. Behind closed doors, on and off camera. I'm not impressed. I don't be impressed. Only thing I'm impressed by is how these bitches be winning and how they get men to invest in them long term. That's what I'm impressed by. I'm impressed by the women who get men to invest, even if they did it themselves. There are a lot of women who have started companies. You independent women, I'm not talking to y'all. You women who don't care for men, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the women who want to be with men, who want men to fucking buy them things, invest in them, help them build their companies, because it's out here and women be gatekeeping. But I'm telling you, the most I be doing is being my fucking self. This man said, I've been knowing this man for like 10 months. He's giving me like $25,000. Albeit I lost my job. Thank God I didn't have to like be evicted or anything, because this man came and paid all my motherfucking bills. Am I gonna listen to a bitch on the internet telling me to decenter man when a man wanna pay all my bills? And bitch, I don't lost my job, I'm about to lose my home, and here he is paying my bills, and I barely fucking see him? No, bitch, I'm not gonna listen to that hoe. I'm not listening to her. I'm not listening to her. No. Bitch, bye. You're mad. No. I've learned to be receptive because I've been in that phase of INDEPENDENC. Do you know what that means? I could be both. You can have all your own shit and still be receptive to a man. You can. You sure can. I know the camera's up on me like yeah, you can be receptive to a man and still be independent. You can be receptive to a man and still have your peace of mind. You can be receptive to a man and still goddamn live your life like it's golden. You could be in a relationship and still have your independence. It's called interdependence, instead of being in a relationship and being codependent on a man. So I'm just talking. I'm not even ranting. I'm dropping gems in this bitch. I'm dropping gems. The shit I be thinking about in my head. I'll be like, sometimes I be having these one-on-one conversations with my friends or my sisters and just telling them tea, like, what's tea? This tea, this tea. This is what's going on. This is what's popping. This is what happened to me today. Bitch, this was happened. And I met somebody. Now I got 2 SDs. I might get a third. I actually got a third. He in the making. Yes, these men be wanna fuck. You cannot have these sugar babies will be like, oh, I ain't giving no sugar, I ain't giving. No, they wanna fuck. They do. But I told you I'll be doing one. Like, this guy, he's gone for like 3 weeks. So one dude, I ain't fucking for 3 weeks. But then, like, it's not like I'm fucking all of them at the same time. But, like, I'm single. I'm a single woman living in Miami, dating, fucking having fun. And shit, what else am I supposed to do? I got my goals aligned. I'm fucking focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, shit. That's life. Single. I have no idea how that song goes from Living Single, but that melody was in my head. Living single. Ooh, right now. People be getting on the internet about making their living single videos. I mean, yeah, living a single life. I'm 31, I'm living my single life, and I'm enjoying it for now. Some days are up, some days are down. Some days I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for shit to line up. I'm waiting. Some shit is not on my timing, and some things are out of my control, so I can't force it. But I'm doing what's within my control, and everything else I'm letting it flow. Okay? And I'm taking notes from these Venezuelans, Colombians, and Cuban women, because those, you cannot lie. Like, go look them up on Instagram. Go look them up on Instagram. They are ambitious. They look great. They always have a great looking man too. Because in Venezuela and Colombia, like, if you go visit Colombia, you will see that they're all about their aesthetics. They're all about looking good. They're all about us, like, looking good. When you look good, you feel good. They get the men with the money, and then you wonder, like, how that bitch get that man with that money? You see them riding around in Ferraris, Rolls Royces, Bentleys, Aston Martins. And you wonder, how do they do it? What are they doing? Take notes. Take notes. That's all you can do is take notes. Don't hate on them. Take notes. Get inspired. Get up off your ass and make it motherfucking happen for yourself. Bye.